Okay, everybody, great to be back. Thanks for following the stream. As usual, we're dropping in and checking out some of the areas of Vedansk where maybe get a little bit overlooked by a lot of the players. A lot of the players that I come across anyway, they seem to miss out on some of these places. So let's just check. I think today we'll probably head over somewhere around one of the small farm areas around there. There's often a lot of properties that are run down on a farm. Farmers often have a lot to do, a lot on their plate, and so they're forced to not spend their time looking after the farm, the property, as much as they would. Usually, at least, I've seen that a lot of jobs that I've been on. They buy a small farm property. It's a bit of a fixer-upper, and it gets away from them. It's one of those things where you think to yourself, I'll get the time to fix that fence, or I'll replaster that wall, or I'll do this, or I'll do that. And by the time, particularly a lot of tree changes, I think they're called, they'll find that it's a lot harder work than what they first thought it was going to be. And here's the farm properties here. We'll go past it. There's a nice looking windmill there. I'd love to talk about windmills. It's old technology that's come back a lot again recently with a lot of the wind farms that you see getting made all around the countries as people try and get off the grid and they try and become self-sustainable. And that's something that I hope to talk about in these videos, where we look at ways in which you might think about being, looking after yourself, looking after your own property and taking a bit of pride in that. So what you see here, first things I'd like to point out is you've got an old fence here. Now this is very common. The fences, what they have is they end up missing some of the palings, I think you call them. I don't even know what you would call them these days, but they easily can start getting away, because what will happen is animals, they're usually on this side. Well, actually on this side, I guess, because you're trying to keep it. You're starting out, you're just trying to keep the animals away from the hay. Hay is usually straw or a bit of lucerne or barley, different types of hay you can get. It's basically a dried out grass, and what you would see is that over the winter this whole field here would have been covered in hay. You can see one dead cow over there actually, so you can see now I don't know whether they died because of famine or because of harsh, cruel winter. It's very easy for as I said, people go into this business thinking that it's easy to look after cows and the animals and look after the property, and then one thing gets away from another and it all starts to fall apart.